All right,
Yes.
we're walking,
Yeah, we are.
and Beverly's with us,
Yeah.
I am here.
and we're gonna go to see
Fine Arts For Ocala art show.
FAFO. FAFO.
October 23rd, 2022. It's Sunday afternoon.
All right, let's.
The weather is beautiful. The sun is shining.
And Bev, the world spins fine
On her own.
on her own. Oh, you didn't know the rest of it. We'll have to feature Robin. All right, here we go. Turn it around. Here it goes. We're walking on the railroad tracks.
And not a train in sight.
No, that's good.
Yeah, but there must have been a train here recently. I can still see the tracks.
Yeah.
Look at this. It's not a train. It's a golf cart or something. Hey. Let me get out of the way of the green machine. Hello.
Oh, we're here.
We're here.
Okay.
Going in? Okay, well, we are narrating our video because
Yeah.
it was hard to talk and walk, and there was a lot of extra noises and music that was going on at the same time. So we'll narrate it and kind of go back and forth between the natural sound and the narration. So
Yeah.
So anyway, so we went to Fine Arts For Ocala today, and it's Sunday. What is it? October.
It's October 23rd, 2022.
Okay. So a lot of artists there, photographers, sculptors.
Oh, yeah. Gourd fellows. We saw one fella that sculpted gourds. It's outstanding.
Yeah, and the weather was nice.
It was beautiful.
It was a little hot for me
Yeah.
at times, but you and your mom kind of took off, and you know what I found? The old man's best friend, which is a bench. I found the city of Ocala did a good thing this time. They put benches like everywhere, like every corner there was a wooden bench.
Well, good idea. I hope it was artsy looking.
No,
The bench.
No, I wouldn't say they were artsy looking. But who cares? I
Yeah.
just needed a place to sit down because I'm that kind of a guy now.
Well, my mom and I started out with our sweaters on, but we did
Yeah,
take them off
it was-
because it was warm.
All right, so as you see, we're walking past food trucks, which is always a nice touch.
Yeah, and what was nice about this year's Fine Arts For Ocala art show is that they had the food trucks dispersed throughout the event. They weren't all, consumed in one area.
I don't remember what Julie's place is now called, because for those who don't know,
The Keep.
The Keep, it's called.
The Keep, yeah.
Okay.
It used to be called the Wine Experience.
Right.
Right.
And so we walked past the Keep. You'll see it, I think. If not this one, we definitely showed it in the. We did a video on Friday before when they were setting up.
Yeah,
And we-
I remember walking past it on Friday.
So at the Keep, they were serving Oktoberfest food, bratwurst and stuff.
yeah,
And
that
we
was
had
great.
just eaten at O'Malley's Alley.
Yeah, we did.
And I was thinking, oh man, I wish. I mean, not that. Hey, O'Malley's Alley is great. I had a hot dog with sauerkraut. It
Yeah,
was
I
good.
had a Reuben, and my mother had a dip.
But I
Very
wonder.
good.
I wonder if the
And a couple beers.
a couple beers.
Yeah.
See, I've always had a problem with the word beers
Yeah.
because it seems like beer is the plural of beer.
Well, I would have one beer, then two beers.
Two beer.
Yeah.
Two beer.
Oh, this guy was great here, by the way. It was so nice and shiny. All the artwork on tile. Very
Well,
nice.
I'm the one walking around with the camera.
Yeah, you are.
So, but I didn't actually aim it at a lot of them. Let me tell you why. A lot of them have signs up that says no photography.
Right.
So I tried not to because I know why they do that. They don't want you to steal their art in form of a photo, so.
Yeah. Most of them are very, very unique, and they are really nice.
Yeah, so I just kind of, squeezed past with the camera aimed at them and tried to get past it quickly so nobody could steal their art. It's just a nice stroll through downtown Ocala. I don't even know how many artists were there, but there were a lot.
There were quite a few, yeah, and I think one of the nice things at FAFO, Fine Arts For Ocala, that's their acronym, did this year was that they spaced out all of the vendors' tents, and that made it more comfortable because usually on years past, you would see tents on both sides of the street facing each other, and that was very.
Didn't even notice that.
Yeah. So now they just have one line of tents on one side of the street, and it made it for a more comfortable view.
Well, I was wondering something, and maybe you're answering it now. When I went down one of the streets, I found a bench like in the shade. Oh, I know where it was. It was next to the Scientology building.
Oh, okay.
There's a
Okay.
little wall there, and I sat on that wall because it was in the shade.
Oh yeah, we've sat on that wall before.
We have.
Yeah.
And the Scientology people bring me water.
Yeah,
They
isn't that
didn't
great?
today.
Oh.
But in the past they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have, people say one thing or another about Scientology. They're always nice to me. I mean,
Well, sure.
I'm not
sure.
changing my religion any day soon, but but anyway, my point is, I was looking for you and your mom so I could, make sure I was with you.
Yeah.
And I could see there was a walking space between the tents, and I thought they abutted up against you. See, this is space right there. See?
Yeah, right. Very, very nice. Very smart on FAFO's part
So
this year.
put a little 3-foot space between everything. So
Yeah, and it was also nice because my mom and I love to read the placards that are at each vendor's tent. We love to see, what their
Yes.
expertise
Yes,
is, how long
absolutely.
they've been doing it. And we also like to ask questions, so that's
know.
why you're way ahead.
that's why.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
you and your mom, same thing in museums. You like to read every single word of everything.
Yeah, good idea.
No, it's a really good idea, but I'll tell you the truth. It's for me. I like to say, I'll be down here. I'll find a
Yeah.
bench and I'll wait for you. So anyway, you know what I did here?
What?
I think I turned off the camera, and then I did a 360 in the middle of the street, and then I put the camera back on.
Ooh, I can't wait to see that 360 because it's in front of one of our shops, the chocolate shop, Ocala's Chocolate
right.
and Confections. And all of their chocolate is handmade, totally handmade. They have ice cream there. It's so good. And we get to play in front. You play your accordion, I play my mandolin, and we do that at the first Friday art walks.
Right.
Ambiance
So-
music.
so
we love this area right here.
It's another art event in Ocala.
Yeah.
And let's just talk about that for a second, because Fine
Okay.
Arts for Ocala has been around for a long time, and yet,
Over 50 years, I believe.
and yet I would say that only in the last maybe 10 or 15 years has Ocala really come into its own to be known as an artsy town.
Oh, yeah, I do
Right?
concur. Yeah, sure.
Because, I know Fine Arts for Ocala has always been around, and the Marion Cultural Alliance has always been around,
Yeah.
and the other organizations for art, but they didn't seem to be embraced by the whole city, the general population, and now they are. So.
Yeah, it makes it really, really nice. All the different artistic events, and it isn't just visual artists. It's also music as well, performing arts. We have a lot of theater groups here that do different things, and we do have a symphony. Very nice stuff.
Speaking of performing arts, now I know that YouTube is going to ding us if some of the music that's copyrighted ends up on this video, so I probably won't keep it in there. I'll probably edit it out.
Yeah.
But I saw a guy playing by himself. It was Stephen Perry, I believe, was his name. And he was playing on the gazebo.
Oh, okay.
Really, oh my gosh, this was, he was so good, Robin. I mean, really, just by himself.
Oh, my.
And then later on, there was a duo, a guy on the drum and another guy with the guitar singing. And they were really unbelievably good, too. I don't know their name. Oh, there you go. That's where I sat next to Scientology.
I see that.
That's where I sat down.
That's one of my favorite alleys behind Harry's, too.
And see the spaces between the tents?
Yeah, it's really, really
That's
nice.
where I was looking for you. See?
Yeah. I
See? Right there.
Yeah.
And see, I am a horrible videographer. I don't turn off the camera. I just keep it on.
That's okay. Oops.
It's probably me scratching my nose or something.
Well, no, it's great, and like you said, we have a lot of very talented musicians here in Marion County, Florida. They play out all over the place, and they're just so enjoyable to listen to, and they're so versatile too. I mean, you have a lot of different genres, and Really, really nice
So
stuff.
I have an observation.
Oh, there we are.
Oh yeah, there you
There
are.
we are.
See, I saw you, and I came out.
I see that.
I said I gotta go out there because that's
Yeah.
where they are. All right. So anyway, what was I going to say now? Oh, I had this thought. I was watching the young singers, the young men singing.
Yes.
In today, I didn't see any young women, so I'm not trying to only talk about the men. But I thought, young voices just sound so good. I'm sorry, I can speak about old people not sounding so good because I'm old. See, I think about some of my favorite singers and how they sound now that they're old compared to when they were younger.
Yeah.
And they sounded really good when they were younger. So, but here's the other part of that:
Yes.
the older visual artists, the photographers, the sculptors, the painters,
Yeah.
they seem to be the better ones. I'm not saying there's no good young ones. There are. And I'm not saying there's no good old singers, because there are.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, generally speaking, the younger singers are better than the older ones. And the older artists are better than the younger ones.
Yeah.
Just saying. I'm probably wrong. You could comment somebody on the bottom here. And
I don't think so. I honestly don't think so, because the younger singers and songwriters, I mean, they're right into the crux of the way everything is today.
And I know artists of the past were not that old when they were doing some of those masterpieces. So, but that's
Yeah.
But musicians, like songwriters, Mozart was very young when he wrote all that stuff,
Oh,
right?
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right,
Yeah.
enough of that. All right, so there's the
Trash cans.
trash cans. But on the right, wasn't that the lemonade stand you guys went
Yes.
to? See?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I didn't get any. You know
Yeah.
why? It's full of sugar, and I'm trying to lose weight, and just,
water works better.
So I got an ice cream later on. So
Yeah. Yeah, but this is wonderful, and there are a lot of the artists, of course, the food trucks, of course, but then there were also businesses within our community that were on the Ocala Square, and they were just letting people know that they have a business here in town if they need anything to come see them. So this art show was pretty versatile.
Yeah, it's for those who don't know Ocala. The downtown area has its moments when it's crowded, and its moments most of the time where it's not that crowded.
Right.
And if you're a visitor and you are used to a bigger, more crowded city like New York,
Yeah.
I don't know. People make fun of Ocala, they pick on it, but the truth is, it's nice, And people walking around like at this time, everybody was friendly, and we saw a lot of people we know.
Oh, sure,
So-
sure. Yeah, it was great. It was really, really great.
So.
And this is the second day for the art show, so I imagine that Saturday had more foot traffic, because this time of day it was after church services, around 1 p.m. And Saturdays are a big bustling day for a lot of people to come out. And
So-
these people were giving away
Yeah,
the
tell
bags
me.
for free.
Okay, that's what
So
they were
that-
doing.
yeah,
I
they
saw
were-
them, but I wasn't sure what they were doing.
Yeah, well, my mom and I each got one because we had to take off our jackets, and so we had a nice place to carry them in.
Oh,
So,
see on the right
yeah.
there?
See that?
That is
Yeah.
Alexis Goings from Channel 20.
I love her. She's so great.
Let's see if we can hear what I say here. I
Did you
talked
get
to
her front view?
I don't know because I'm not even aiming the camera. I'm just walking with it.
Yeah.
Let's see. How do I
Yeah.
get the volume up here?
But
You have to be your own camera person? Yes. Oh my gosh. I see you all the time. I see you. Oh, I never knew. Yeah, so she was. See you from my living room. See you from the living room. No, I don't think I thought anything. No, you're as pretty in person. Yeah, so she has she's her own camera person. Other people I'm with. The other people I'm with, that was you and your mom. I felt I didn't want her to think like I was being like a fan.
a groupie?
A groupie.
Yeah.
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 I am a fan, but at the same time, I didn't want to make her uncomfortable because.
Yeah, well, she's wonderful, and she probably, did all this earlier. Like I said, it was around 1 p.m., and, they went on the air tonight on Sundays. They have, I
Right.
forget what time, 6 or 7 p.m. on Sundays, so she probably did what she did and wrapped it up, went up
I-
to Gainesville, and was on the air.
And I don't know if I had my camera rolling when she came down to the other corner and saw you and your mom, and we did a selfie with her.
Yeah,
I
that
don't-
was special.
I don't know if I had my camera on or not. We'll find out. We will find out together.
Yeah, I like surprises.
So yeah, I did 2 360-degree photos. One by is it called Ivy on the Square?
Yes.
The restaurant.
Uh-huh.
And the other one by the chocolate shop, chocolate/ice cream shop.
Yep.
I wonder if they're changing their name to include ice cream in the name.
Yeah, I don't know because they've taken down the sign. So the sign did say Ocala's Chocolate and Confections. So maybe there's a different sign. So we'll
Yeah,
have to wait and see.
So if you
Yes.
are ever in Ocala during First Friday Art Walk, or Light Up Ocala, or FAFO,
Right.
or anything, and you don't want to go home, see on the left right there, that's the new hotel.
Yep, it is. And you can't see it anymore, but on the right is the iconic Harry's building. And that has a history all unto itself. It housed an opera house on the top floor, and it was featured in a W.C. Fields movie. And right there, that red brick building there, it was just so cool.
All right, I want to tell you a little story about that since you brought it up.
Okay.
Harry's, once upon a time, was called O'Neill's.
Yep.
Right? And I was in New York, well, I grew up in New York, but after I moved to Florida, I was in New York a lot in the 70s. I'm talking to you. Oh, I'm telling you about
the TV-20.
Alexis.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so in New York, if you're familiar with like Central Park West, that area like not too far from where John Lennon lived, the Dakota.
Oh, okay.
There was an O'Neill's there, and it looked exactly, the front of it looked exactly like the one in Ocala. And I remember seeing it going, isn't that weird? This looks like Ocala for that one little tiny shop. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was founded by Patrick O'Neill, the actor. His mother lived here in Ocala, Florida. Huge acreage on Northeast 3rd Street and 25th Avenue. That whole acreage area was her house, her mansion, and it was really something. And you did get to see Patrick O'Neill quite a bit. He was here a lot.
And John Travolta lives in the town, not in the town, but not too far from the
No,
town.
in Anthony, yes.
But I've never seen him.
No, I never have either.
But other people do. People say they see him. I've never,
Yeah, that's
never
pretty exciting. One day maybe we'll see him.
Maybe we do. Like maybe he's like in disguise or something.
Oh, he could be.
I wonder if he says to people he knows, I never see Robin and Larry. I
Yeah.
wonder if he misses us. Says, I'm in Ocala all the time and I never see him.
Yeah, I bet he does. That rolls off his tongue.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, that's me. I'm a very bad videographer. I need to take lessons from. No, I don't need to.
No, you don't need to.
I was going to name Mark Emery, but
He's
no,
fabulous.
I'm never going to get to that level. So I might as well just stay where I am with my little Instamatic camera, or whatever you call it.
Well, Mark is a great friend. He's an award-winning videographer with National Geographic magazine. He literally travels all over the world with his wife, Mary, gets all of these amazing, amazing shots. And anytime you see any kind of shots on National Geographic, it's Mark and his guys and gals, yeah.
Nice plug for Mark, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. Now the clock on the top of that building across the street, right there, that big clock
Yeah.
has 4 faces, and that used to be the clock on the courthouse in Ocala, Florida, which was in the middle of the square here, which was, demolished and everything. So they did preserve the clock. After the courthouse was totally demolished and they built the square, they put the clock on the courthouse's 6-gun territory, the tourist attraction. Then when the tourist attraction closed, then they moved the clock back to that building.
You're an encyclopedia, I swear.
Well, it's very historic. There you go. That's the Harry's again, the old O'Neill's.
And there's
yeah.
Robin right there asking me if I want some of her lemonade.
Yeah, I was offering to. I was going to get you a bottle of water, but you disappeared, and I thought, well, I won't see you for a while. It might get hot. This is a really relaxing day. Everybody was friendly. Very, very nice. Everybody. The artists.
Now, if
all
somebody
the
hadn't been
customers.
friendly,
Uh-huh.
that would be exciting.
Yeah, that would have been because the Ocala police were patrolling.
But I mean, if somebody had just been nasty.
Oh, that would have been a viral video.
Not to the point of needing police action. Just
Yeah. That would have been viral.
So you can tell. So once all you had to do was leave that area, and the whole vibe of the whole place changes. Right past that police
Yeah.
car,
Yep.
it was very, very much a lazy Sunday around the rest of the town. But
Oh yeah.
here in this area right here, it was active and a lot going on.
Yeah. Very, very nice.
So do they do it every year at this time of year? I feel
Yes.
like okay. For some
Yeah,
reason, I thought
they
it was
do.
in the summer back
No,
in
no.
the day.
Nope, it was
Back in the
always
day.
back in the day. It was always in October, and they would always coordinate it with the Macintosh Festival. And then sometimes the Macintosh Festival would be on the same date as the Fine Arts Show, so people had to choose. So now the Fine Arts Show for this year moved it to this weekend, and then the Macintosh Festival moved theirs to the first Saturday in November.
Oh, okay.
Because the last Saturday in October this year is going to be all of the trunk or treats for the children all over the county. So
we're doing one of
nobody
them.
wanted to interfere. Yeah, it'd be fun. This
All right.
is the guy, right?
This is the guy. His name is Stephen. Oh, what did I tell you his last name was?
Perry.
Perry. And I sat in one of those Adirondack chairs.
Did
And-
you like it?
No.
I don't like
And
it either.
okay, here's a message to the city of Ocala. I know you guys really tried hard, and you put all those Adirondack chairs because you're all young, and you all said probably, "Oh, I love Adirondack chairs. Let's put them out there." But there was nobody sitting in there. Not because this guy wasn't good, because he was really good,
Yeah.
very good. Oh, did I cut it off short? Oh, maybe I stopped it. But anyway, he was singing. Oh, there's the dog. Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. Hello, William. Is that what you said, William?
William, yeah. That's William the Conqueror.
Hello, William. How you doing? Well, nice to meet you.
Yes, you too.
And we'll go eat at O'Malley's.
Okay. See how I got out of that sales pitch?
Good job.
See what I did? Yeah,
Yeah.
he was. I'm sure he's a good guy, but he was trying to promote his home renovation business, I think. And he
Yeah.
was handing out, flyers. That's that's what he was doing. He's trying to drum up business.
No, sure.
But I didn't want. I didn't want to deal with this time. I do. I said we had somebody come up to me and ask me a question, and I knew I was being set up, and I said, "Time flies like an arrow,
Yeah.
and fruit flies like a banana." So I used the old Marx
Yeah.
Brothers joke, and I think they thought I was like on drugs or something, so they didn't even continue with the question with the pitch.
Conversation.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We go into O'Malley's Alley.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
Get some food. What'd you get? A Reuben?
I got a Reuben. My mom got the roast beef, which was a French dip, and you got the slaw dog.
No.
Oh, I thought you got a
No, I got a kraut dog.
kraut dog.
No,
Oh,
sauerkraut and coleslaw are
That's right.
the
Two
same thing,
different-
just one's fermented.
That's right, kraut dog. Anyway, your hot dog was really good. It looked great.
It was great. It was great. And I want to point something out. My camera can see better than I can. Because when we first walked in there, it was so bright out there that this place looked completely dark.
Oh yeah.
But the camera makes it look like it's well lit.
Well,
isn't
my
it?
mom's sunglasses are still dark. They haven't had a chance yet to change,
Yeah.
to lighten up, because she's got those special lenses on hers.
Yeah. So
There we
there.
are. We're going to get situated in our chair.
In O'Malley's Alley.
Yeah.
If you're in Ocala, let me tell you, O'Malley's Alley has some of the best sandwiches. You just got to go and try them out.
They do. It's great ambiance. They have wonderful entertainment, and there is a back area there too.
There
you
is.
can eat outside.
There is. All right, so now we're back out because I didn't want to take movies of us chewing
Yeah.
because, it's not nice.
No, I don't like that. Oh, there's another dog.
a
Huge,
lot of
huge
dogs.
event for dogs.
Is it?
In fact, when we went into O'Malley's Alley, there was a man and a woman with a standard-sized poodle at the end of our table sitting down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
there
then
was,
they,
yeah.
they left.
I don't
after
have a
while.
problem with dogs in businesses. Do you?
Yeah.
Little?
No.
Sometimes?
Sometimes I do. If they're in the produce section of the grocery store, I don't like it because they shake and then all of a sudden there's fur flies.
Yeah.
So then I have issues. Restaurants inside too. This was a, furry dog, so it wasn't a hairy dog, so I was okay with that.
Oh, there's another dog right there. Is that
Yeah.
William? Is that William again?
I don't think so because he's tied up to the chair of that artist across the way.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he
So-
looks like William.
Yeah, so wait a minute. This street has booths on both sides, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, it does.
yeah.
Okay, I was wrong. Sorry.
Well, they're still spread out, though. They still
Yeah,
have
very
space
much
between
so.
them, which is good.
Yeah,
Oh,
we-
this is the guy on the right. You said he won an award.
Yeah.
With
See
the-
the red ribbon there?
No, let me see.
Well, it was. On
I'll
there.
turn the camera.
You don't have to back it up.
I won't back it up. we're narrating it. You can't back it up.
Yeah,
when
but
you're
as soon as you know.
Oh, there you are. You and your
see
mom.
the
See
ribbon.
that?
Yeah, yeah.
You didn't even know where I was. I wasn't that far
No.
from you at any time.
No, I was looking. See, you'll see the red ribbon now. See it? The red
Oh,
ribbon.
yeah. Oh, she won the award. The lady right there.
Yeah, yeah, that was.
Oh,
nice.
okay. I thought the guy with the.
With the gourds.
Yeah, I thought the guy on the left with the black and white photos of animals in suits.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought he won an award.
No, he did. He won.
Oh, he did.
something, Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
There was something tucked back there, and
That's gotta be
In the
tough
back.
being a judge of that kind of stuff.
I would think so. There was a lot of jewelry there. There were a lot of photographers there that had their work printed on canvas and on metal, on wood and on glass. And then there were, of course, the fine artists that actually did paintings, watercolors.
Traditional art.
Yeah, traditional art. Watercolors, oil, and acrylics looked very, very beautiful.
There's so many really talented people. Where were we when we
Yeah.
saw? Oh, it was up in New Jersey
Uh-huh.
when we were walking through that art show.
Yeah.
And then even in Ocala, that over at Noma, is that what they call it?
Noma, yeah.
Noma?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you walk through there and you see the paintings on the wall, you realize how many really talented people there are.
Different mediums, variety. There were a lot of metallurgists there, and very, very wonderful metal sculptings. There were my mom and I spoke to a couple of people that did the clay pottery, and it takes this one lady like almost 6 hours to do a clay pot. By the time she does it on the wheel, and then she colors it and fires
Wow.
and colors and fires, and it's great.
Wow.
There was even a woman that she brought her own weaving loom, and she was giving a demonstration. She was making pot holders, placemats, big wall hangings, gorgeous
This
with
old
her
lady
loom.
I know from my childhood. I don't know her now except on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
Lisa. I've shown you pictures, right?
Yeah.
Her and her husband, they do pottery. And
Oh.
I don't even know if it's pottery is the right word for it. But
It is outstanding.
It's really like top level stuff. Something I don't even know. Is it called china or pottery? What do you call
Oh,
it?
pottery. When you're
ceramics?
using clay and doing the potter's wheel, it's pottery.
So anyway, yeah. So that's
You
my
know.
2 cents to the conversation. I know somebody who I knew in 4th grade
Yeah.
that does that up on Long Island.
Well, maybe they'll come down next year. They'll put in their application, and that would be great. They can stay here, and it'd be great.
So you notice that I'm not walking here.
Yeah.
That's because you see on the right, the very right part of the picture.
Yeah.
That's a bench.
Oh, okay.
I'm sitting on one of those non-artsy, who cares, wooden benches.
Oh, okay.
But I cared. I mean, I didn't care that it was artsy. I just cared that. Hey, I've gone through Ocala stuff before, and there's like no place to sit except for the wall next to Scientology.
Yeah, yeah. Ocala is putting in benches now and sort of revamping those areas, realizing people do need to sit after a while.
Do you know, I didn't even know the camera was on here, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at it now thinking, oh my gosh, I didn't turn it off. I hope I didn't get somebody, like, doing something
What?
that shouldn't, I don't know, maybe it
Well,
was
you have a viral video then. If you got somebody that's
streaking
kind
or
of
something?
like, yeah.
Imagine if this guy was streaking.
never
Ay,
know.
ay, ay. It'd be like me streaking.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna. If you're watching this video, sir, I wasn't making fun of you. I was making fun of me. Okay, you did hear how I turned that around.
I know.
Anyway, look at that blue sky. Boy, it was a beautiful
It
day,
was.
huh?
It was gorgeous. There was a nice breeze. It was warm. Must have been in the 80s today. But it's still a fall kind of 80s, not a June or July kind of 80s where it takes your breath away.
See, I don't get that at all.
What?
80s is 80s, no?
No, not in my opinion, no.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't be wearing my boots and long skirt
Me either.
if it wasn't June. Yeah.
So anyway, what now? The art right there. Do you remember that? Is that pastel? It's pastel colors, right?
Yeah. There was one artist there, and they did pastels. That might have been the one. I can't. I had to get really close when I was looking at all the artwork because I like to see the detail in the painting or in the pastels.
So there's a phrase I like to use. It's called it's painterly.
Yeah.
Some of the art is painterly, and others is more realistic. You know, and almost photographic.
Yeah.
Well, and some are photographs, but I mean the
a lot of
paintings.
photographs today.
But some of the paintings are photographic in nature. They're so fine-tuned.
Oh yeah, and you've done some of those too.
Oh,
You
I
fine-tuned your paintings
I
to
know.
look like photographs. They look
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
To me, I'd rather it be painterly because a camera is good for photos.
Yeah, right.
Anyway,
right.
there's you and your mom
we're
again.
back. We're gonna be walking.
You're walking with that lemonade everywhere, which looks like egg drop soup from a Chinese restaurant.
It does. It does. It even has our names on the thing. That's a new restaurant and bar
yeah,
that's
tell me about
coming
that
up
one.
in town.
That used to be
That used to be Pie,
pie.
and they used to have a rooftop bar on there, which was really nice.
Do you know what it's going to be now or
I-
next?
I don't know. I saw the sign and
Yeah,
I was
okay.
telling my mother, but I don't know offhand. I know it's going to be a restaurant and a bar, but I don't know the name of it. Yeah, downtown Ocala has a lot of bars and a lot of restaurants.
Wait a minute.
So it's very adult.
You should feel at home. Didn't you say Milwaukee's a lot of bars?
Oh yeah.
Okay, now next to the place we were just talking about is I always call it Julie's place. I know Julie's not there anymore, but
Yeah. The wine
let's see
experience.
if
it
I
was
turn the
called.
camera around. I think I did. See that
Okay.
sign right there where it says Grubhub?
Yeah.
Well, on the bottom it says
The Keep.
Bratwurst.
Oh, bratwurst. Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about the food. Yeah, not
Yeah.
there you go. See
There's
that guy?
the
See the
key,
guy in the
yeah.
back with the black shirt?
Yeah.
He's serving food, and
I
it
wish
looked.
we would have.
I know.
You know.
I
There
know.
we are.
I wish I had known.
Yeah, me too.
We didn't know. No
No.
offense, O'Malley, but you know,
Yeah.
a hot dog is what I got there. Yeah, I'm bragging
Yeah.
about it.
Everybody's agreeing with you. We should have got it.
Anyway, so we're walking around town. We only walked. I looked at my phone that measures how far you walk. We only walked 2.1 miles. So it's not that far of a. And I walked down some of the streets several times, so
Yeah.
it's really not that much walking.
Yeah. Well, the downtown Ocala Square is very small with the surrounding areas, so that's where the 2.1 miles came in because you had to walk around the blocks all the time.
Yeah.
And those are businesses not open today, of course, on Sunday.
We had a couple of cold days this past week, and it would have been. I know you. Everybody complains about the weather. This was a beautiful day, but it would have
Sure.
been nicer if it was a little cooler.
Oh, okay.
Even your mother was saying it was getting hot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was. It
Yeah.
was getting hot.
and she loves the sun. She'll sit out in the sun on the beach for hours.
Yeah, and go swimming though. She's got to get wet. She's got to go run in the ocean and get wet,
Yeah.
and then come back in. She's not a beach sitter. She's just got to get wet. Then she'll come and sit on the beach, read her book, then go get wet again.
I like the tents that have like a little cutaway, like 2 tents back.
Yeah.
You go in there, and then you have like a little back room or whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. That's pretty
I
nice.
wonder how hard it is actually
To buy one of those?
no, to hang the art in them. I mean, it's cloth. You're hanging paintings on a cloth wall.
Well, we saw a couple of them putting it together on Friday
Yeah.
when we went down there, and they had separate metal frames that they put. I mean, that was just the cloth, and then they raised a second set of metal frames to hang everything.
Yeah.
And see the tops and all that. I mean, those are all, I guess they'll tell you when you buy them how to hang stuff.
So do they all own those tents, or do they like rent them? Oh, I see an old man's friend right there. That bench. It's calling my name. See, I'm aiming
Yeah.
right for it.
Well, I can speak for the artists because they travel all around with this their art showing. So they have to own their own tents because if they would rent a tent, they might have different tents at each different place, and then how do they know where to put their paintings and set up their shelves and everything? They'd have to have their own personal
I guess so.
tents.
Look at that one over there has a window.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh, that one has a window too. The one on the right.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm on my phone.
Yeah, because, all of those artists, this is their livelihood. So you have to have your own equipment and set everything up. Don't you think?
Yeah, I'm laughing because my phone is in the picture.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh no.
You need a new glass screen there.
Screen thing, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's on its last legs.
No, don't say that. I'm not ready for a new phone.
Oh no, not the phone, the glass screen.
Oh.
Get one of those
Yeah.
for you. Yeah.
So we are about 8 minutes, I guess, away from the end of this video. So,
Oh, okay.
So we just narrating it partially because it was very difficult to talk and walk at the same time in this particular case, and there was music everywhere. So we have to make sure we don't break the YouTube rules and use copyrighted or include copyrighted music. We're not using it. It just happened to have been there, part of the place.
Yeah. YouTube should
They have to
check
fix
out the
that.
different rules.
There
Yeah.
should be a way to allow somebody to walk through a park and have somebody with a kid with a guitar singing a song, and it shouldn't be dinged or whatever they call it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, because it's out of our control, or whoever's doing the videographing. It's out
So-
of their control.
I don't need to ask you if you or your mother bought anything, because I know you didn't.
No, we didn't.
But was there anything, and if so, what was it? Is there anything you would have bought? Like, even if let's say money wasn't an object. Was there anything expensive that you might have bought?
Yeah, we liked the wire hangings. The wire hanging area was really, really nice. There was one artist there, and he created airplanes. He created big horse faces. He created balloons, and they were all hanging from the ceiling of his tent. The hot air balloons, it was all wire except for the balloon itself, and that was a glass globe. Those, one of those would have been nice, but there was one person though that was kind of like in sync with my mom and I through the different tents, and she must have stopped at 4 different tents and bought one thing for each tent, and then they held on to it for her, because at the last tent she said, "You're my last stop. This is what we're going to buy, and can you hold on to this, because we have to go back to the other tents to collect what we
really?
purchased." Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, that was nice.
So there were, a lot of sales happening.
Wow. I didn't know you could do that. That's like in Disney World when you buy something. You say, we'll come get it later on.
Yeah. So then they put your name, and that's to, but you've already paid for it.
Right.
So the artist has their money, so it's no big thing for the artist to hold it with your name on at their tent.
If you don't know, Ocala does have some hills. So some of this walking was up and down hills. Not
there's
big
a police
hills.
officer.
Yeah, not big hills. Not like probably Milwaukee. But like Long Island, like where I'm from. There's hills, but they're not big.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just thought I'd say that. Just thought I'd add
There are inclines
a
in
little
Ocala.
something.
Yeah, there are inclines.
Yeah, as you mentioned before, everybody here wasn't an artist, like T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Well, that's an art. That's an art form.
I guess so,
Hey,
yeah.
let me ask you this before we run out of time. We got about
Yeah.
4 minutes.
Okay.
Is there an art form that you wish would make a comeback that you really don't see anymore? The art of
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
macrame? The art of
That's old, yeah. I don't really know.
decoupage? Well, I'm trying to think of what words I know.
Yeah.
I don't even know what those things
Yeah.
are.
I don't know. I just enjoy whatever is right now and don't yearn for the past. So,
No, yeah, but you could
what
bring it
about
back.
you? What about you
I
to
don't-
bring something back?
Yes.
What would you bring back?
The art of living. I would like to bring back the art of living.
Yeah.
Because living is very artsy.
It is. It is. Oh, this is that guy. This is that guy with the paintings with the hands.
Oh, okay.
And I was talking with him, and all of his paintings were fields and flowers and things, but they all had these hands in different positions, like they were picking things. And I asked him, "Was that your hand?" He said, "Yep, they all are." Very, very well detailed. Very excellent.
That was just the Scientology building right there.
Oh, okay. The
And that's
yellow one.
and that right there is a bakery that we need to go to because it looks really delicious in there.
Yeah.
And then on the end, that's the lemon seed or something seed,
Oh,
right?
I
Sesame
don't know.
seed. There's some. Oh, I can't remember what it's called now.
I don't either.
And over here, if the camera makes it that far,
Yep.
is the chocolate shop. And I think Scott and his wife Danuta were sitting there.
Oh, okay.
Usually, you and I are sitting near there, and
that's-
they come walking by.
That's right.
Today, watch.
That's right. That's the ramen shop on the corner, and
Okay.
then the
All right,
Ocala
listen,
chocolate.
listen. They're there.
How you doing? Yeah, it's reverse roles.
See that?
Robin is somewhere behind me.
Robin is somewhere behind me. That's what I said.
Yeah, the chocolate shop.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we are about 2 minutes away from the end of this. We just wanted to
Okay.
take you to the end and hope you enjoyed our little walk through. Not Light Up Ocala. What's it called again? FAFO.
FAFO, Fine Arts for Ocala, and there was a whole section of student art that we got to, but not on the camera. So very wonderful with all of the schools and homeschoolers in Marion County. They were judged separately, and they are outstanding. The students
Yeah. Yeah. That were nice.
in their artwork,
And that's where
absolutely gorgeous.
That's by City Hall, and that's where the
Right.
duo. I didn't get them on tape, but there was a duo there, drummer and a singer / guitar player, and they were really good. I don't think they know how good they are. They're just so good.
Yeah, usually the good ones don't know how good they are.
Just like pretty women, they never know how pretty they are.
That's right.
All right. Oh, I know what I did here. I walked over to the tall guy, the
balloon making guy.
the guy on stilts.
Yeah, all those tents back there house all of the student artwork, so that's their section.
All right, so we got about a minute left, and then
Okay.
you'll see the tall guy, and I think that's when I turned it off and
Oh, okay.
called it a day.
Okay.
I figured
Sure.
we had enough footage of Fine Arts for Ocala
Yeah.
to last a lifetime.
Yep, exactly.
Do you know what I didn't do though? And I every single time I go to one of these things, I say,
What's that?
get food from a food truck. I really
Mm-hmm.
haven't done that, and maybe I've had a drink. No, I got a snow cone one time.
Yeah.
That's not the same thing. I see people walking around with these.
turkey legs.
Yeah, well, I did try that in Epcot. No, I wasn't a fan of it. It looks good,
Yeah.
but no, it wasn't for me.
No.
All right. Well, I'm going to walk over to that wall. There's
Okay.
another sitting place, by the way. It was the wall.
Yeah. They turned off the water though for the kids.
And you'll see, and the old man sitting there too, which is me.
Yeah.
Now watch, you're going to see this tall, stilty guy,
Okay.
and we're going to wrap this up.
Okay.
There he is there, and he's
There
talking
he
to the
is.
children.
Making balloon animals for him.
And there's also music happening in the background right now that's probably going to get a copyright ding,
Yeah.
so I'm going to make sure I mix that down.
Okay.
All right, we're done. Thank you for watching, listening, taking the time to explore with us. Take care, be good. Don't forget to write.
Remember, writing's very important.
And
The world spins fine.
on her own, baby.
On her own.